today we have Brittany, founder of Hello Velocity, presenting on some really helpful stuff that we can do to take care of ourselves at this time. So I will let Brittany take it away.
Cool. Thanks, Sam. Thanks, everyone, for joining, and then for everyone that's going to watch later, thank you. And thanks for taking this time for you. My goal for today is to spend some time actually slowing down and really being present with our thoughts and feelings, and we'll likely all be surprised at how much is coming up for us. It seems like we're all, at least for me personally, I know Sam and I were talking about this a little bit before, just at first, this past week or so, it's been, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What do I have to change? What do I have to change? And shifting everything from our day-to-day to our long-term plan. So now is a really great time to slow down and really think about more internally what that means for us and what's happening inside and around us. And it's a really strange and heavy time right now, and it's totally okay to be scared and to be angry and sad and feel all the feelings and to really be with that. So but yeah, we really need to spend some time with these feelings and truly accept where we're at and accept this new reality before we can really move forward. So my goal for today is to hold space for you guys and your feelings and to find serenity. And then we'll allow you to create your own support structure to move forward when you feel ready. So during the exercise, we'll walk through some questions for you to answer on your own sheet of paper, and there'll be a little bit of meditation in the middle. You'll gain a deeper level of understanding of your current concerns and create some of your own grounding techniques. And like Sam said, we'll need 2 pieces of paper and a writing utensil. So for all ready, I'd like you guys to close your eyes and just start by taking a couple of deep breaths. And really get present to everything going on right now. How much things have changed in the last week, last 2 weeks. Think about your job, your family, your schedule, your loved ones. Two more deep breaths. Okay, now open your eyes. And on your first sheet of paper, I would like you to draw 2 vertical lines to split the paper into 3 columns. And I'll show you like this. Simple enough. And in the first column on the left, let's label this thoughts. And I want you to just start listing out all of the thoughts that are coming to mind right now. Again, it's a very fluid time right now, so there's a lot just kind of swirling through our heads. So just use this time as like a brain dump for everything that's been coming up the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, this past day, right now, while you're meditating, all of it. So thinking about what has changed, what will never be the same, maybe some people that you're concerned for, any of the uncertainty around what it means for you, and your family, or your job, or your business. And any other what ifs that have been bogging you down. Just give me a thumbs up when you're done, Tina. Cool. Cool. All right, in the next column, let's label this feelings. Here, we're just gonna start listing out all the emotions coming up. Today, right now, as you're reflecting on this first list, anything you've been feeling over the last couple weeks? Some thought starters that I'm sure will overlap with a lot of people right now. Fearful, anxious, stressed, cautious, drained, distant, unsettled, maybe hopeful, grateful, optimistic. Thumbs up. Good. Cool. All right, our last column, we'll label this one physical sensations. So here's anything you actually physically feel in your body. Maybe some tightness in your chest. Maybe it feels like your shoulders are up to your ears. Maybe even while you were writing this list, you felt your forehead or your jaw get really tense. Maybe some nausea, anything like that, just list it out. Thumbs up? Okay. All right, so let's take a minute or two and really reflect on everything you just wrote down and figure out what are the one or two themes that are jumping out at you. Maybe one or two words that kept coming up, or the big feelings that maybe you're surprised to see, but really clicked when you did write it down. And just write those one or two words really big on the bottom of the sheet of paper, or wherever you have room. All right, with that, word or couple words in mind, let's again close our eyes and take a few minutes to really focus in on what's been coming up just in the last 5-10 minutes. Notice again where you feel it in your body. And begin to tense up your body even more, like tighten your fists, your arms, your toes, clenching everything real tight, and continue to breathe. Now imagine what serenity feels like for you. What does it look like for you? Begin to visualize serenity. Is it your favorite place, like your favorite beach, a reading nook at your house? Maybe it's something you make up entirely new in your head. With that visualization, take some deep, deep breaths and release the tension all throughout your body. Release your fingers, your fists, your toes, your shoulders, your back. Keep visualizing that happy place, that serene place. Maybe it's a calm stream just flowing through a quiet forest. Notice all the detail around you. Notice if anyone's there with you. And keep breathing out all that tension. And take 3 more deep breaths. Okay, open your eyes again. And notice how you feel. Hopefully a little bit lighter, less tension. All right, and now we'll go to the next sheet of paper. And I want you to split it into 4 quadrants, like a big plus sign. My very technical helping aids right here, my visual graphics for today. All right, and when you have that drawn, we'll go to the top left box first, and we will label that positive interruptions. And what this means is things you can do to choose where you want to choose from in the moment. So what are those things that you can do maybe really quickly, small things to make you really present in the moment of where you're coming from? So if you're noticing something from the first list, like you notice your shoulders getting really tight, what can you do in that moment to come back from that? So how will you interrupt some of those behaviors from the first page? Maybe it's some of the things we just did, like a couple of deep breaths, 5-minute meditation. Maybe it's turning off social media or the news, things like that, getting really present. So list 5 things that you can do in this box. All right, and now we'll go to the top right box and we'll label this self-care. And these are things that you can do for yourself every day to tune into yourself, tune into your body, kind of check in on where you're at, or things to fill your cup. Like what are some of those favorite things that you do to just feel great, feel happy, to really start your day out right, to end your day off right? And list 5 more things here that you consistently want to do more and you aren't doing them currently, or not consistently currently. Some of mine are meditating in the morning, going to yoga classes, taking a nice long bath, making tea before bed, journaling, things like that for me. All right, so these top two boxes are really about things you can do to invest in yourself right now that should be really quick, really simple. It's like really getting back to the basics of being in the present moment and taking care of yourself right now. Make sense? Cool. All right, so now we'll go to the bottom half. The bottom left, we will label gratitude. And here, I want you to list 5 things that you're grateful for right now. All right, and then the bottom right box, I want you to label this commitments. And I want you to list 5 things that you're committed to right now in your life. And these can be areas that you know you can make a difference and you want to be continued investing in right now. Like, and again, back to the basics, like myself, my family, my community, anything like that, or whatever's coming up for you. All right, so these bottom 2 boxes are more things to keep centered and to help keep you grounded. Things that are important to you, that you can be grateful for, that you can be focused on in the next couple months, next couple weeks, next couple days, whenever you need to reflect back on this. And let's again take a couple seconds to reflect on this new page and see what 2 words are coming up for you, 1 or 2 words that come up for you, and write that real big on the bottom. Great. So yeah, by having these tangible lists, you can continue to add to these at any point in time. You can continue to start fresh, start a new list whenever you need to. But the first sheet can really help you be like present to your thoughts, feelings, emotions, all of that, and maybe help you become more aware of when you're in that space in the future. So just recognizing when you're there, and being okay with that. Like those are going to come up, and we're going to continue to shift back and forth between feelings, emotions, that cloudier space, versus the action side of what we're going to do moving forward. And neither is right or wrong, neither is good or bad. But by having it written down, I want you to become more aware of where you're at any given point in time, and to be intentional with where you're choosing. Because I mean, to be honest, we all need that time to kind of wallow, and like, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be angry and let it out. Just be intentional with that and know when you're ready to move forward and take some next steps. And I'm hoping that second sheet will give you lots of options to move forward when you're ready to like get out of some of those headspaces that come up at the beginning. And again, help getting some clarity between that, because when you're in feelings and thoughts and the what ifs all the time, it gets really cloudy and muddy in your head. So it can feel a lot heavier.
And sharing with folks how exactly they can reach you.
Yes, you can email me, Brittany at hellovelocity.co, or find me on Instagram, Facebook at hellovelocityco.
Well, thanks again, y'all, so much. I hope you have a good evening.